Ó ti bọ́ ṣọ títí ó wá wọṣọ nurse. Ẹ̀yin mélòó lẹ wá?
When a man transgresses the law, he is considered to be a criminal. Hello viewers, you're welcome to this week's edition of our weekly program, Busted, here on Flip TV. This program brings you reports on crimes and investigative stories, and also the effort of security agencies in dealing with law offenders in our society. I am Gladys Alozin, your host. In our lineup this week is the story of a fake police officer who was arrested in Kano State for fraud. We also have the story of a woman who was arrested for trafficking a child from Lagos State to Anambra State. We also have the story of a man who was dressed in nurse uniform to kidnap a baby in a Lagos hospital. These and many more will be coming your way just after this break. Stay tuned. Officials of the Lagos Rapid Response Squad (RRS) have arrested a 22-year-old ex-convict for traffic robbery 3 months after he was released from prison. The suspect, Rewan Sadiq, was arrested on Sunday, March 5th at Abiola Garden, Ojota, after disposing a lady driving Sienna Space bus of a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 phone in Ojota Bridge traffic. Rewan, with a fractured left arm, was working with an accomplice identified as Sadiq when he disposed the lady of her mobile phone. He said Sadiq distracted the lady while he slipped his hand through the passenger side of the car to pick the smartphone. According to the lady, her shout attracted the attention of the RRS officials monitoring the other side of the road. A chase to retrieve the phone from him ensued. The officers, with the support of some good Samaritans, caught up with him in Abiola Garden. The phone was recovered from his pants after denying that he had stolen something. Rewan stated that he was released from Krikri Correctional Center in December 2021. A month after the release, I broke my arm in traffic accident, he said. Rewan confessed he has robbed and disposed 3 motorists of their phones in traffic, adopting the same method, he said. A 50-year-old alleged Nigerian drug dealer, Collins Emeka Akona, and a South African woman, Malasse Maseko, appeared before the Polokwane Magistrate Court on Monday morning, March 6, for possession of heroin and crystal meth drug worth 113 million naira. The duo were arrested on Friday by members of the Provincial Organized Crime Unit and the Provincial Detectives. Limpopo Police spokesperson Brigadier Motlafela Mojapelo says they are still in the hunt for Maseko's boyfriend, who fled the crime scene, leaving behind the woman in a room full of drugs. The chairperson of Sejeko Community Against Crime and Gangsterism, Vincent Kunutu, has welcomed the arrest, adding that heroin and crystal meth are the most used drugs by youth in their area. Kunutu said they believe that this arrest will send a strong warning message to the remaining drug lords who are destroying the education system by selling drugs to learners. Meanwhile, their case was postponed till March 10, 2022 for formal bail application. A child trafficker identified as Chijioke Akuba has been arrested after she was caught with a toddler she abducted from Lagos State. The woman, who was caught and questioned by locals, admitted to selling children. According to her, she had sold one before, which she claimed was her biological child. She also confessed that she was working with one other woman, and her share from the sale of the child would have been 150,000 naira. The child, which she picked from Powerline area of Lagos State, was later found in Anambra State with the victim. Meanwhile, the child has been reunited with her family, while the woman has been handed over to National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTI.
Good morning, kids. Kelum what if I? Kelum what if I? The Becky Pataria? Ija Lagos, Jabodia. Nataba. Kevi is me. Auntie Mamma and Kevi we give out. Kunulele. Umugana Kunulele. The back on what? Okay, Molokile. Onyapan. Kila Fama. ije Lagos je kpọrọ nwa ịnata ebe ile kolo ego na-ekwu yelesi ya ego ne kono chọrọ ile ole ego ne kono yenye 150,000 kono yenye na ele nwa ọ nwoke ka nwaanyị nwaanyị ka ife ịbalị ka ị kpọtara ya kele afọ kịta
The Kano State Police Command has arrested a fake police officer who defrauds members of the public using fake bank alerts. Spokesperson of the command, SP Abdullahi Haruna Kiyawa, who disclosed this in a statement on Monday, said the suspect, Yusuf Abdullahi, has confessed to the crime. On the 3rd of March 2022 at about 1:30 p.m., complaints were received from 3 people of different addresses within Kano Metropolis that sometime in January 2022, someone wore police uniform with name tag Abdullahi Sarari went to their shops, made purchases of goods worth 104,000 naira, collected their bank account details and claimed to have respectively made transfers to their various bank accounts, the PPRO said. Although they did not receive any alert of the payment and learned that he was in police uniform, they entrusted him, collected his mobile phone number and allowed him to go. Since then, he has not been picking up their calls and hence they reported to the police. On receipt of the report, the Commissioner of Police, Kano State Command, CP Shamaila Shaibu Diko, detailed a team of Operation Puff Adder, led by DSP Lamara Shalele Azare, to arrest the culprit. The team immediately swung into action. Following sustained effort and prolonged follow-up, the suspect, one Yusuf Abdullahi Mel, alias Abdullahi Sarari of Gano Town, Dawakin Kudu local government area of Kano State, was arrested. On investigation, the suspect confessed to the crime and further said that he had passion for joining the police, tried many times and failed in exams. He then met his tailor and stole police uniform, which he used to intimidate and defraud members of the public. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, Kano State, CP Shamaila Shaibu Diko, ordered for discreet investigation, after which the case will be charged to court for prosecution. He further warns that criminals will have no hiding place in Kano State. They are advised to either repent or leave the state altogether, otherwise they will be arrested and face the full wrath. The Lagos State Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on March 4, 2022, arraigned 2 Egun boys before Justice O.O. Abike Fadekpe of a Special Offences Court sitting in Ikeja, Lagos State, on 3 counts, bordering on alleged 46.6 million naira fraud. One of the counts reads that a suspect, Edmond Jawo and Kodedo Solio, on the 5th of November 2021 in Lagos State, within the Ikeja Judicial Division, conspired amongst themselves to dishonestly take the sum of 36 million naira property of Agwe Venom Jeremy. Sometime on the 5th of November 2021 in Lagos State, within the Ikeja Judicial Division, gave information that Jeremy Akwe and Ayodeji Oladeyinde defrauded you of your Bet Niger betting slip with code B936 TTQTW CCCR worth 46.6 million naira, which information you knew to be false, to the officers of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The suspect pleaded not guilty to the charges. The defendants were supposed to have been arraigned on February 4, 2022, but they claimed that they do not understand English or Yoruba language except the Egun language. The police in Delta State has arrested a staff of Nana Primary School who allegedly stole 8 out of 15 Xenos computers supplied to the school by Delta State government. A statement released by DSP Bright Edafe, spokesperson of the State Police Command, says the school authorities had on March 2nd reported that the computers were stolen. He said upon receipt of this information, the DPO A Division Wari detailed police detective who swung into action. The detectives, after a painstaking investigation on 6th of March 2022, arrested the principal suspect named Oki Precious, aged 34. The investigation later revealed that the suspect is the computer operator working in the school and employed by the Parent Teachers Association of the school. The suspect led the police to his house where 7 computers were recovered. The case has been charged to court. Health officials in a hospital in Lagos State has foiled a kidnap attempt after a man who dressed in a nurse uniform was caught impersonating a nurse while trying to kidnap a baby at a public health center in Lagos State. In a video making rounds on social media, he was seen wearing a nurse uniform while he was being interrogated by health officials who caught him. He was also asked if he came alone to the hospital. Meanwhile, the police has been involved in the case.
So kí ló wá ṣe mí báyìí? So bí a jẹ́ ọmọ gbé ni. So kí ló dé tó wá wọṣọ uniform tó wọṣọ nurse? O ti bọ́ṣọ títí ó wá wọṣọ nurse. Ẹ̀yin mélòó lẹ wá? Ẹ̀yin mélòó? Ìwọ nìkan? Ìwọ nìkan ló wá bí?
Punishment is not for revenge, but to lessen crime and reform the criminal. Remember, crime is evil. Stay away from it. Thanks for watching Busted on Flip TV. Till I come your way next time, I remain your host, Gladys Alozin. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook and also on Instagram. You can as well join us on Flip TV Plus. Thanks for watching.